The elderly woman had bought a lottery ticket on a whim, never imagining that fate would smile on her so generously. To her astonishment, she won a staggering $10 million. Overjoyed, she hurried home, eager to share the life-changing news, but as she approached the front door, she froze from inside. She could hear her daughter-in-law bitterly complaining about her. She sits around this house all day eating for free, her daughter-in-law sneered. She doesn't work, she doesn't help, and she acts like this place is a hotel. The elderly woman hoped that at least her son would defend her. Instead, the deepest betrayal came from him. He sided with his wife without hesitation. I told you we had guests coming today, he scolded his mother. But you still wandered off and came home late. You're becoming a burden. Just then, the daughter-in-law's mother stepped in with a fake smile, pretending to calm everyone down. She proudly offered to treat the entire family to dinner at a luxury 5-star restaurant. Hearing every word shattered the old woman's heart. She had spent decades sacrificing for this family, cooking meals, maintaining the home, and putting everyone else's needs before her own. Yet the very people she had devoted her life to were now humiliating her with complete ingratitude. Years of pain finally overflowed. She angrily pushed the door open and walked inside. What terrible crime have I committed? She demanded. The daughter-in-law jumped in surprise and immediately tried to explain herself. Oh, I was only joking. But the most painful moment came when her young granddaughter also sided with her mother, telling her grandmother that she should apologize instead. That was the breaking point. With tears in her eyes, the elderly woman revealed the truth. Every single month, my entire pension of $8,000 goes toward this household. I buy groceries, pay for food, and cover countless daily expenses. And after everything I do, you call me a freeloader? The daughter-in-law showed no shame. Instead, she coldly replied, older people are supposed to help younger family members. That's your responsibility. Then she added arrogantly, the rent for this house is worth hundreds of thousands of rupees. You've never paid rent, so you're the one living here for free. The most heartbreaking part was that her son remained silent. He simply stood there, watching his own mother be humiliated. At that moment, she made a life-changing decision. She would never spend another day in that house. She quietly went to her room, packed her belongings, and prepared to leave. The daughter-in-law laughed. If you walk out today, she warned, don't ever come back. What she didn't realize was that this was exactly what the elderly woman wanted. She calmly took out a separation agreement she had already prepared. Seeing the document, her son panicked, but his wife remained confident, urging him to sign it immediately. She has nowhere else to go, she whispered. The following day, they completed all the legal paperwork, officially severing their family relationship. For the first time in years, the elderly woman felt free. That very evening, her daughter-in-law's mother treated everyone to another fancy dinner. The daughter-in-law happily posted photos all over social media. The elderly woman simply smiled. A single expensive dinner earned endless praise. Yet she had spent years supporting the family with her pension, helping pay their mortgage and covering countless expenses, and no one had ever appreciated her sacrifices. She silently made herself a promise. Not another penny of her money would ever go to them. She immediately called her bank, canceled her old debit card, and requested a new one, cutting off their access to her finances forever. After taking care of everything, she packed her bags and moved into her longtime friend's home. When her friend learned that she had finally cut ties with her greedy family, she embraced her warmly. But when she noticed the elderly woman's faded, worn-out clothes, tears filled her eyes. Without saying another word, she took her shopping inside the upscale mall. The elderly woman was stunned by the prices. Every outfit cost hundreds or even thousands of dollars. She felt guilty spending that much money on herself. Then a notification appeared on her phone. Her daughter-in-law had just posted another photo online, proudly showing off a luxurious Indian rupee $28000 designer coat she had bought for her own mother. Old memories rushed back. Her daughter-in-law had never hesitated to spend lavishly on her own family. But whenever the elderly woman bought even an inexpensive piece of clothing for herself, she was criticized for wasting money. This time, she made a different choice. She would finally start living for herself. By coincidence, her son and daughter-in-law also happened to be shopping at the same mall. The moment they saw her, dressed neatly and looking confident, they began mocking her. This place is way too expensive for you, they laughed. When you can't afford your bill, don't come crying to us for help. The elderly woman calmly answered. My own son gives me only $500 a month, yet